suffering from depression and thoughts of suicide. Again, my name is Yvonne Irvin. I'm with Fighting for Forgiveness, Inc. This is my husband, Zach, and we founded our foundation in 2016 to help raise awareness about depression and thoughts of suicide. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my foundation in just a second. But first, I want to commend you all for being here, because this is how things get changed in terms of mental health. Mental health has a stigma associated with it where people are afraid to speak out when they are dealing with issues like depression or any type of mental illness. Because of the stigma, they are so afraid to speak out. But when we have events like this, you help raise awareness to bring change to items like depression. So give yourselves a hand, give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you, Imani Foundation. Thank you, Sashi, for having this on your heart to do this. So I'm going to have you guys do a little work. So I know everybody has a cell phone, so grab those cell phones out, because I want you to put a couple of numbers in your cell phone that hopefully you will never have to use, but just in case you do, I want you to have those numbers available. First is the Suicide Prevention Hotline. How many of you knew that was a suicide prevention lifeline? Did any of you know that? Well, I'm going to give you that number, and I want you to please add it to your phone, because this could save your life, or hopefully you won't ever need it, but just in case you do, you'll have it. But that number is 1-800-273-TALK, or 1-800-273-8255. So 1-800-273-TALK. If you encounter someone who you think may be dealing with having thoughts of suicide, definitely ask them, are you thinking of taking your life? A lot of people think that you shouldn't ask someone that, but you should, because that shows that you care. And when someone knows that you care, that could be a life changer. That person could actually be willing to seek help because they know you're there and that you care. So please add that number to your phone. I don't know if many of you knew, but that suicide is the third leading cause of death among people ages 10 to 34. So as young as 10 years old, children are committing suicide, and that shouldn't be. So please put that in your phone and use it if you need to. Another number is 1-800-715-4255. That is the Georgia Crisis Line. How many of you knew that in Georgia we have a crisis line? If anyone is going through any type of crisis that you know of, if you or someone in your family, friends, if you see them going through a crisis, please pick up that phone and call that number. Again, it's 1-800-715-4225. This will allow you to get help for that person. How many of you knew that through Facebook you could report if someone is having a crisis? A lot of the social media sites now allow you to be able to get help for someone. If you see someone make a post that indicates that they are thinking of taking their life, or thinking of hurting someone else, if you see on that post, many of you who are familiar with Facebook, you know every time someone makes a post, there's a little down arrow on the post. If you click on that down arrow, it brings up a little list of items, and one of those items is report. If you click on report and just follow the prompts, it will lead you to a set of menu items where you can report that as being an item where someone is possibly thinking of committing suicide, and you can get that person help. So those are some items that you can do to help others. Another one is in terms of insurance. How many of you are familiar with the American Health Care Act? How many of you are familiar with the fact that it is getting ready to be put before Congress to be voted into? The Affordable Health Care Act has been voted out, and it will be replaced. So what I need you to do is to call your senator and ask them to vote no on the American Health Care Act, regardless of your affiliation with your, whether you're a Democrat, Republican, whatever that may be. Regardless of that, everyone should have the right to have insurance. If that act passes, that American Health Care Act passes, millions of Americans will lose health care coverage in terms of mental health care. So people who are dealing with depression and are now on that Affordable Health Care Act, and they get medication through that, they will no longer have insurance. Now, how many of you would have a loved one who has an illness and you would not want them to be able to get medication? That shouldn't be. So that number, if you call 202-224-3121, if you press the number 1 when the phone is answered and enter your zip code, it will take you